Hello everyone, I hope you are all having a wonderful night. It would help if I actually opened Bacchus mod. I just noticed that wasn't up. Let me just tell them real quick that I have to restart. I'll just fix this real quick and then we'll be good to go. This is a C3 GC1 match though. I think that's at least what I figured out. Like the skill ranking distribution on RL Tracker's website to figure it out. We'll get this fixed real quick. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. I just got... Okay, thank you for the follow, BBW Comedian. Just got done running some games with a team of my own that I'm working on building. I'm just gonna see the same... info for the teams, so let me tell them that real quick. And yes, this is a RAE team in this match against NBDA. If you guys watch my cast, you know I have casted for both of these organizations multiple times. Now we have Borrow working. Sweet. Let me make that CCL logo a little bit smaller though. I'm not liking how big it is. I wish it was transparent, but unfortunately that's what they sent me. I agree they are both great orgs. Like the orgs that you'll see me commonly cast with most is RAE, NBDA, Souls Path, and KCG. Those are my orgs I cast for, I'd say, the most frequently. And just a fun fact, I am now a player for KCG, as well as a manager for 2 rosters. Thank you for the lurk tasers. I hope you are doing wonderful. And that is awesome, you can hear this time. I will take it. Last night we were having a little bit of microphone problems. I'm not sure what was going on. But we got NBDA Blue in here already. We have Clipsy. C. Wendell and Blake. Blake, I believe, is the other player. Let's see, I got... Just responding to a message real quick. There. Let me put myself on Do Not Disturb because for whatever reason I am not right now. Not sure why, but it's a little weird. And I managed this, Presty decided to take me on as a manager for my other team that I brought over after Infamous Thieves unfortunately made the decision to close doors. So I brought one roster over with me and then another is a player from Infamous Thieves that I've worked with. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I mean, you guys aren't even into game time yet. I hope you guys have had a good day. You guys will not see me casting this weekend because I will be handling things with the MLE draft for my franchise, the Sharks, that I'm general manager of. So those days have me tied up a little bit, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Probably won't do anything tomorrow either, so you guys will see me again on, I'd say, at least Monday or Tuesday. At least that's what the goal is. It depends on how things are going with the teams that I'm working with, and yeah. This is actually... yeah, Dragon, get out of chat. This is actually the first season of Car Circuit League in NA. So I'm curious to see about this. I think this is the first match that I've casted for them. Actually wasn't in their server until like yesterday or the day before when Grantler the owner of NBDA hit me up and was like, yeah, can you do this match? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm waiting. Let me change my music on Spotify real quick. Oh man. I mean, thank you for that though. I mean, I haven't cast it on this past weekend either, honestly. I had some plans that I went out of town. I went up to Cleveland with someone that I'm talking to. It's pretty nice. Okay. We got 7 in here. Looks like it is game time. Good luck. Have fun, both of these teams. Thank you for the follow, Blake. On the blue side, we have, of course, NBDA Blue and RAE Kings on orange. Looks like Eclipse and Dragon are going to kick off. What is that name, by the way? They're just going to be underscore right now. Because I did not see their names on the sheet even. Wendell's going to clear that out to the side. It's like underscore is going to go up the corner of the wall. Blake is able to push it out, and Dragon Challenge is sending it up high. Eclipse is off the backboard and gets it sent to the corner. Krozex with the shot. That's too high. And Dragon tries to finish it. Krozex is in the corner, and Krozex gets demoed by Blake. Wendell's gonna send that down the field. And Krozex is demoed by Wendell. Dragon sends that past the midfield. Blake sending it up high. Underscore challenges. Dragon King unfortunately backflips and Eclipse scores the first goal of the series for NBDA Blue. Also, if you guys in chat know what underscore, the period underscore user player in the game is, please tell me. I don't want to call him underscore the whole series, but that's all I know right now. Underscore and Blake on the kickoff. Dragon sends it out to the midfield. Wendell's going to send that right back, though. Looks like underscore gets bumped. That's right in front of the net. Dragon's there for the touch, and Wendell tries to get a 50 there. Dragon King pushing it out, and Eclipse is going to send it back. Looks like Eclipse is going to try and challenge underscore on the touch. Wendell and underscore still committing to that. Wendell gets a nice little bump there. Wendell's going to wait on the corner of the wall. Goes for the boost, but unfortunately misses it. Underscore sending up the midfield wall. Pass to Krozex. Krozex sends it high, and Wendell is going to try and clear it out. Looks like Eclipse misses the touch. Krozex is going to send it towards the net. That's off. Is Dragon King going to get it? No! Wendell gets the save. Underscore tries to push it to the midfield to push it off, and Eclipse sends it to the corner of the RAE side. Wendell pushing now to the corner again for NBDA Blue. That's going to be a shot. Wendell is unable to finish. Krozex gets the touch as well. Underscore sending it to the corner. Looks like Krozex stops. Try and get a little control. Maybe a pass to Krozex there. Blake is going back post, and Eclipse is taken off the field by underscore. Krozex tries to get the shot on, that's wide. Wendell is able to push it out. Okay. Looks gonna slap down. Looks like Dragon's gonna try and get a shot on. Wendell's able to get the save and credit it with a save here. Already like half into the game. Blake sends that to the side. Dragon King putting pressure on, trying to flick that over Eclipse, unable to do so. Blake's gonna take that to the wall and send it up high. Looks like Dragon's up and challenged by Eclipse. Wendell's gonna clear that back out onto RAE King's side. Blake unable to connect with the ball. Looks like Wendell's gonna get a touch, just not the touch may have won it. Dragon's trying to get round one, unable to do so. Blake is in the corner and getting a touch. Lips goes off the wall. Krozek follows as well. Wendell sending it mid. Blake's gonna stop and try and get control, but Underscore is there for the challenge in the air. Krozek and Eclipse both battling it out for possession of the ball. Eclipse is trying to get it back in time before there's a scoring opportunity. Eclipse is still trying to keep control. Looks like a shot attempt from Underscore, but that is wide. Blake is going to go off the wall and try and follow that. Krozek sends it right back, and Eclipse booms it out of the territory. Dragon gets a touch. Blake's going to be up off the wall to grab that. Eclipse is going to follow that and send that around the corner. Looks like we are seeing Underscore go up the wall and backboard try and challenge that. That's pushed out to NBDA Blue side. That's wide. Oop, I did not want that. I accidentally hit my keyboard with my arm. Dragon King sending that wide. Blake is credited with the save there. That's past Underscore. Krozek is there. Looks like Wendell's going to challenge that. We have 1 minute remaining of game one. This best of 5 series. It's like Underscore's gonna back it up. Be ready to help Krozek out a little bit. Looks like Wendell is unable to get the ball. Still following though. That's past one. Can they finish it? No, Dragon King is there for the save. Looks like Eclipse and Krozek are there for the challenge, and that's a 1-1 game now. We have an equalizer goal. Okay, 31 seconds. We have Blake and Underscore and Dragon all on that kickoff there. Krozek takes that to the side. That goes to Eclipse with the pop off the side of the car. Eclipse tries to get a shot there, but Krozek is there to challenge for the 5th day. Underscore sending it towards the net, and Krozek finishes that off, bringing RAE Kings into the lead now. 16 seconds is a lot of time left. So something could happen. I mean, you never know. Yesterday we saw a reverse sweep from an NBDA team. Wendell and Dragon Kings on the kickoff there. Looks like Dragon King was able to get the boost, but Eclipse demos him. That's going to be right in front of the net. Looks like Underscore is going to try and challenge that. Sending that to the corner. That's going to be right in front of the net. Blake is able to get the save. That's over one. That's to Wendell. Dragon King's able to send that to the wall. And RAE Kings win game one. Krozek on RAE King's side has 2 goals, 1 save, 3 shots. Dragon King with 1 save, 4 shots. Period Underscore has 1 assist, 1 shot. NBDA Blue side, we have C Wendell 7 with the 3 saves, 2 shots. TGS Eclipse with the 1 goal, 2 shots. And Blake with the 1 assist, 1 save. Let's see where we are taking it for game 2. Help if I actually look at the server and... Okay, Forbidden Temple. That is where we are going. I sent them the map lineup before. Also, another good thing today is that I got my Ethernet cable situation figured out, so no more internet problems. Because I know you guys, if you watched yesterday's stream, you may know my stuff spazzed out yesterday. Blake and Dragon on the kickoff there. It's going to go to the blue corner. Hello, Stony. Welcome to chat. Underscore is going to challenge that, and Blake's going to try and send it towards the net. Dragon is able to send it right back, though. Dragon's still trying to send it around. Looks like Eclipse tries to keep it in the corner. Wendell's going to get the 50 on Krozex, but Krozex still keeps possession. Eclipse sends that to the corner, and Wendell takes out Underscore. That's over 1. Eclipse getting the big touch on that. And Blake's going to send that around. That's Underscore. That's going to be right in front. Dragon's able to get the touch. Hello, Slixer. Eclipse scores, and NBDA Blue take the first goal of Game 2. If I'm not mistaken, the last game, that was how it was too. So we will see how things go. Krozex and Eclipse on the kickoff. That's going to go up high. Dragon sends that to the NBDA Blue corner. Eclipse is going to send that out. Eclipse is waiting on that corner wall. Krozex not able to get the pass to Underscore there. Wendell's going to push it out. Looks like Dragon's going to keep it in the NBDA Blue territory. That's right in front of the net. Underscore's not able to get the touch on the ball. Hold on, Krozex gets it a shot, sending it up high. Getting the equalizer for RAE Kings. Man, took 3 players to finally get it in, but it works. If it works, it works, you know? And next kickoff, we have Wendell and Underscore. That's going to go right to Dragon Kings. Dragon Kings still trying to keep control of the ball. Looks like Eclipse is going to send that towards Naz. That shot? Yes, that is. And NBDA Blue is back in the lead with the goal by TGS Eclipse. Looks like Blake was trying to help him out a little bit. Next kickoff, we have Wendell and Underscore. Looks like it's going to go onto the blue side of the field. TGS pushes that out immediately, though. Wendell keeping it into the RAE territory, but Dragon is up ready to defend. Blake's able to connect with that ball, but Krozex going to get the touch, and Blake's there to land at the perfect moment. Underscore tries to get that past Wendell. Wendell is able to get the touch, though. That's a shot attempt. Wendell's there to get the save. Krozex is going to try and push it around, and Wendell gets the bicycle touch. That's going to be right past Krozex. Wendell is going to go up the wall and challenge it off. Looks like maybe trying to pass to a teammate, and that is a pass to a teammate. TGS Eclipse scores with the pass from Wendell. What a good team play. He just served that up to him, and that was perfect, honestly. That is what you want to see if you are an NBDA Blue player. Those are the best plays for them. Krozex is going to get the kickoff. That's going to be up high. Eclipse is able to clear that out. Underscore goes off the wall there. Looks like that's going to go challenge to Wendell. That's over Wendell. Underscore still keeping control. Blake able to send that towards the net, and Eclipse is able to clear that out. Krozex and Eclipse both there. It's going to go back to the midfield around Wendell. That's over Underscore. Dragon's going to do a little bit of dribbling. The flick. What a flick. That was absolutely insane. Now there's only a 1-goal lead for NBDA Blue. 2:33 remaining in Game 2. Eclipse and Krozex on the kickoff. That's going to roll up the wall. Wendell is trying to connect with the ball. It's unable to. Krozex flips backwards, unfortunately. Blake gets to 50 and tries to get past. Just not fast enough. The Dragon is taken out of the play. That's a shot. Underscore's there for the save, and Krozex is taken out of the play, too, from Eclipse. That's an interesting pinch off the wall between those two players. Krozex gets a touch, and credited with the save there. Dragon's going to send that towards the net, and hold on, that's a shot attempt for Wendell! And there's a 2-goal lead again for NBDA Blue. Here we have Krozex and Eclipse on the kickoff. That's going to go right to the RAE King side. Underscore's trying to go back. Wendell's going to get the shot, and Dragon is there to push out the save. But Blake is trying to challenge Underscore on that. The 50. That's going to go right up to Dragon. Dragon's going to push it out past the midfield. That's going to go right to Blake. Blake backs off. Underscore and Eclipse both jumping in the corner. Finished off the wall. Blake's gonna send that to the RAE King side. And Kozik's gonna push it out. Looks like Wendell's still doing everything he can to push it back in, though. And the score is up, and that goes to Eclipse. Dragon sending that towards Wendell. Looks like Blake's taken out by Underscore. That Eclipse goes past that, and Underscore is up. Wendell's up to try and finish that up, so is Blake. Kozik's challenging at the midfield, backing it up to try and get a little control. Wendell's gonna try and challenge Underscore on that. Blake's there, and Wendell's gonna send it wide to the other corner. Wendell and Eclipse have a little bit of team bumping action there, but it's okay. Krozek's flicks it, and Wendell's there for the save. Underscore's gonna get there, but Eclipse is there for the save as well. Eclipse takes it off the midfield wall, and still pressures in, grabbing the midfield, the corner boost. Blake scores the 5th goal of Game 2 for NBDA Blue. Eclipse did the best thing, honestly, keeping that right in that area for him. Okay, next kickoff we have Underscore and Wendell. That goes to NBDA Blue side. That's going to be sent to the corner. Dragon's going to be up to try and do something there. Wendell's going to try and challenge Dragon. That's going to just go up. Dragon grabs the boost and goes back. Wendell trying to get out. Underscore just trying to bump and cause chaos. Krozix gets a nice little flick there. Pops it up. Blake's going to be waiting in their own corner to do something. That's sent by the net. That's saved. Underscore able to get a touch, and Wendell is credited with the save there. Krozix and Eclipse battling up for possession of the ball. Dragons goes off the wall, and that's another save. Blake is going to try and pass it to Wendell. Wendell sends it to the RAE King side. And Wendell still following. That's right in front of the net. NBDA Blue take Game 2, taking us to a 1-1 series. Eclipse on the NBDA Blue side with 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 save, 5 shots. Wendell with the 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 saves, 3 shots. Blake with the 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 save, 3 shots. On our AA King side, we have Dragon King with the 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 saves, 3 shots. Krozix with the 1 goal, 1 save, 2 shots. And Underscore with the 1 save, 2 shots. Let's save that replay for these guys real quick. And see where we're going for Game 3, shall we? DFH Stadium. There we go. It's like we are getting Game 3 started. We have Blake and Underscore on the kickoff. That's going to go to RA's side. Krozix is up. Looks like Eclipse is going to challenge Krozix. That's over Eclipse, though. Blake's going to try and follow that in the corner. That's past Underscore. Dragon's going to try and push off on that, and Wendell's going to be there for the challenge. It's like a little team bumping action, and that, unfortunately, is what punished them on that play, letting NBDA score first in Game 3. The bump by Krozix and Dragon King was what definitely killed him there, in my opinion, at least. I get chat back up because I have my Spotify out. Okay. Eclipse and Dragon King on the kickoff. That's going to go right to Blake. Blake's not able to connect with the ball. Wendell and Underscore both get a 50 there. That's still in RA's territory. That's Underscore there for the save. That's actually an amazing shot from Wendell. Freaking taking out the protractor there off the wall, and what an angle. Next kickoff we have Blake and Krozix there. Krozix is still gonna foul, getting bumped by Dragon King. Blake's gonna try and push it around, tries to pass it to his teammate, but fortunately RA is faster at that point. It's like Blake's gonna try and send it front post. No one's there to get the pass. Underscore sending it up over Eclipse. That's a pass to Krozix. Krozix, fortunately, not able to send it in the right spot to get in the net. Prozek's taking around the corner. Not sure where my music went. That is interesting, but I will work with it right now. Looks like Underscore's gonna send that around the corner. And Eclipse is pass 1, pass 2. Prozek is able to send that right back. Wendell's there for the touch. Looks like Prozek tries to send it wide. That was almost an own goal, though. There's my music. That was weird that my phone did that. That's past X. I mean, not sure why I say next step Underscore, you know what I mean? Wendell getting a shot attempt on. Wendell still trying to follow it up. Dragon King is waiting in the corner. Dragon King still keeping possession. 50 attempt from Blake. Just not able to land, and Dragon King scores. NBDA Blue are up by 1 still, though. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we have Dragon King and Eclipse on the kickoff. It's like Prozek goes back, gets it past the midfield, still following. Blake is there for the save. Looks like Underscore's up off the corner wall. Eclipse is going to try and get a touch on that, and Dragon King still getting possession for RAE. Underscore gets bumped. That's sent right in front of the net. That's a shot attempt from Dragon King, bringing us to the equalizer goal with 2:48 remaining in Game 3. This definitely could be one of those series where you see the teams trade games. Both teams are playing incredibly strong, so I genuinely can't predict who's going to win at this point. Prozek and Blake both on the kickoff. Eclipse is going to try and take it around the corner. He slows it down instead. Dragon gets a touch off the wall, and that's a pass to Blake, but Underscore's there. Wendell trying to go around front post and recover the ball. Dragon King's going to send that towards the net, and Eclipse is there to push it to the corner. Great clear from Wendell, sending that back to RAE King's side. Prozek is waiting at the front post with full boost at this point. Underscore and Prozek both battling it out for possession to help their team out. That's a shot! That's off the post! That is unfortunate. I really thought that was going to be in. Wendell clearing it out to the midfield. Prozek's getting a touch. That's going to be wide. Eclipse is still there. Wendell is setting it up high. Blake and Underscore there for the touch, and looks like Eclipse is going to clear it out. Blake sends it right back, though. That's going to go up high. Blake's going to go off the wall and challenge that. Pass to Wendell. That's going to be sent wide. Underscore getting a touch. That's past Eclipse. Hold on. That might be in. That is. Underscore scores. Hello, Grantler. Welcome to the stream. Apparently, game is 1-1 in Game 3 with RAE Kings up by 1. Underscore and Blake are going to be on the kickoff. Dragon King is getting a touch. It's like the pass to Prozek, and that's shots wide. Wendell's going to clear it out for NBDA Blue. Going off the wall, still keeping possession. Maybe a pass to Blake. Blake is too far back for that. Actually, he still keeps it in the RAE King side. Underscore is kind of cleared past the midfield. Wendell is up for sending it back. It's like Prozek and Blake are going to both be there. Eclipse gets a touch. Eclipse sending it towards the wall, but Dragon King's going to send it right back. That's going to be sent around pretty fast. Underscore and Eclipse both on the ball there. Prozek is going to send it around. Blake getting another touch, and Wendell's going to take it around the corner, trying to put it in front of the net for their teammate. Pass to Prozek. Wendell clears that out. Dragon King is there to pop it up. Underscore gets a touch and sends it out the corner. Blake is going to clear that out. A flick from Blake, unfortunately, just wasn't high enough to get it in. That's past Eclipse. That's towards the net. Blake's going to be there to get the 50 on it. That's going to be in the net, I believe. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But now RAE has that extra goal for a little bit of insurance to actually take this to a game 4, potentially. Looks like underscore is going to clear that out. And RAE Kings take game 3, bringing RAE Kings to match point for game 4. So NBDA Blue have an absolute do or die situation at this point. On RAE Kings side, we have the 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 saves, 3 shots from underscore. Prozex with 1 goal, 1 assist, 5 shots. Dragon King with the 2 goals, 3 shots. So a total of 11 shots between all 3 RAE Kings. On the blue side, we have C. Wendell with the 1 goal, 3 shots. Blake with the 1 goal, 2 saves, 2 shots. And Eclipse with 2 saves. So, I mean, RAE Kings outpressured NBDA Blue by a lot with the amount of shots. It's just that Blue has to figure out how to defend that. We are going to Sovereign Heights for game 4. Okay. Let me get my Twitch chat back up here real quick. Okay, why is my Twitch chat not wanting to... Okay, there. That's gonna go to NBDA Blue's corner. Looks like the shots from underscore already. That's Wendell still trying to clear that out. Krozix is gonna get to touch off the wall. Eclipse able to push that out. Back to Wendell. Wendell sends that to the side on the midfield. Dragon King and underscore. Look like they're both going around that. Dragon sends that up high. Blake is gonna send that front post, but that is a shot attempt. Oh, that is unfortunate. But a great save from RAE. Persix is going to clear that out. Eclipse is going to push that towards the RAE side. Blake still keeping pressure. Persix sends that past the midfield, and Wendell's going to send it right back. Looks like Wendell and Dragon King are both going to go for that. Blake sends that around the front post. An accidental flip there, maybe, and Blake scores first for game 4 for NBDA Blue. I believe every game they have scored first, but that doesn't mean anything because they had to finish it up. Underscore and Wendell on the kickoff there. Looks like Eclipse is taken off the field by Dragon with the roaring demo. That's going to be sent up high and wide, but Blake's going to try and finish it up. Dragon's able to clear it out, and so is Wendell. Rosex gets a touch. Blake not able to turn around on that. Looks like Eclipse is going to try and flick it over Dragon. That's going to be wide. That goes to the corner. Underscore's there to send it right back, winning the 50 on Wendell. Blake's going to push it back out, and Underscore's going to grab that boost. Looks like Eclipse is going to send that towards the net, and Underscore sends it past the midfield with a big boom. Rosex is up high and ready to give the next touch. Looks like Eclipse is going to try and send that out. That goes right to Dragon. Eclipse and Underscore were both rushing to the ball there. Rosex getting a touch, doing a little bit of ball control action, trying to flick it over. Rosex gets the touch and finishes the shot, getting the equalizer. Dragon King right to Rosex, finishing it off to try and stop Blake from being able to get any type of save on that. Okay, we have Blake and Dragon on the kickoff. That's going to go right to Prozac off the wall. Underscore is going to try and cause some chaos. And that pays off for RAE with the bumping play from Underscore there to clear everything out. Prozac tries to send it in. Wendell gets bumped. We have Wendell and underscore on the kickoff. That's going to roll up the midfield wall. Krozex is going to go back to corner to be ready, grabbing that corner boost along the way. Krozex is up to get the touch, and that's just a shot and a half from underscore, bringing the lead for RAE Kings up to 2. Fortunately for NBDA Blue, they're going to have to make something happen soon. There's 2:49 left. That's a lot of time, but they need to change that momentum. Eclipse and Krozex on the kickoff. That goes up high. Looks like Wendell's going to be up. Unfortunately missing the ball there, but Blake's there to help his teammate out. Dragon able to clear that out with the save. Wendell popping that up high. A pass to Eclipse, and Wendell's going to try and finish it up, but not able to get there fast enough to push it out. Eclipse sending that around the corner. That's a Dragon. Krozex pops it up high. Looks like Dragon is there, sending it back to NBDA Blue side. I mean, we have a little bit over 2 minutes left at this point. Potentially the 2 minutes remaining in the series if NBDA Blue is not able to make something happen. Looks like Wendell's going to try and wave dash to get there in time since no boost at all. Underscore is not able to touch that. That's going to be right in front of the net. Dragon and Krozex work together, giving them the power of friendship to that ball. Eclipse is going to send that right back to RA's side, and Eclipse is there, but not able to finish it off. That's a pinch, and sending that to the NBDA Blue corner, with Wendell trying to go off the wall to get it. Still following it up past the midfield. Looks like Dragon's going to try and play a little defense there on that. Dragon's able to regain possession for RAE. Underscore gets a touch, and Wendell's going to be waiting on that corner wall to try and keep it out of their net so that they do not have as much to catch up by. Underscore's going to send that wide, and Dragon's going to get a touch and still keep the pressure on. Like I said after last game, I mean, the pressure from RAE is what is killing them. But Wendell proves us wrong and gets the shot, bringing the goal lead only to 1 for RAE Kings. We have Dragon King and Blake on that kickoff. Wendell's going to go back for corner boost, and Krozex is going to try and push it out. That's a shot, and underscore finishes it up, bringing that lead back to 2 for RAE. They are doing everything that they can possibly right to potentially put them on track to win the series. We have underscore and Wendell on the kickoff. Krozex and Eclipse both there, but Wendell's taken out of play by Krozex. Blake's going to go off that corner wall and try and follow that up. So Krozex gets a big boom on that, sending that towards NBDA's net. That goes to Dragon. Dragon paps it a high, and Wendell's there to get another touch to follow it up. That goes to Dragon. Dragon's not in the corner, ready to get the touch. Little team bump as well. Another as well, and underscore finishes up. Not sure what's going on. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication among the teammates. Dragon passes it right off to underscore, and they finish it up. That was a great play from RAE. Blake and Dragon on the kickoff. That's going to go to NBDA's corner. Dragon's going to go off the corner wall. Eclipse barely has any boost, but enough to get off the wall and get a touch. Underscore is going to try and take it around. Blake's going to follow that up. Dragon still following. And Wendell's going to clear it out. Krozex sends it up. And looks like he sends it up high. Fortunately, it just does not land in NBDA's net. We have a 3-1 series in favor of RAE Kings. Thank you to all of you who have tuned in tonight. We're going to raid out real quick, so let's see who's live, but please stay tuned. And see who we're going to raid. We are going to raid Aiden, who is streaming a cross progression tier 3 match. for tier 3? Why can I not find a channel? Okay, TTTV Aiden. There we go. Hope you guys have amazing rest of the night. I will have the VOD out. It'll be out on here after. And I can always download it if you want it directly. I haven't been posting on YouTube lately, but I can send it to you directly. Or post it on YouTube. I just need to remember to actually do it this time. Just let me know. Hope you guys have the rest of your night, and we're going to raid out now. Have a nice weekend as well.